Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I just got back from a week-long trip to Mexico City and I absolutely loved it. If you're a shopping person, if you're a shopping girl, if you love vintage, if you love ceramics, fragrance, anything handmade, woven, jewelry, specifically silver and gold, I think that you're gonna love Mexico. So I wanted to do a YouTube video just to share the things that I bought in a small little haul. I didn't buy as much as I expected to. I did take a lot of recommendations on vintage shops to visit in Roma Norte, fragrance shops to also visit in Roma Norte. I went to the Le Labo store. I think that's like my go-to of going to different Le Labo stores, smelling their signature city exclusive. But the coriander was a city exclusive for Mexico City and I didn't like it, so I didn't purchase it. I also went to Xenu, not too far from Le Labo in Mexico City. They only have 6 fragrances and they're all unisex, but all of them are a bit smoky and woodsy, so it wasn't really my cup of tea. I think they're all 50 milliliters so that you can travel with them. And they did have incense as well as candles for $100. I only found one fragrance, one candle scent to my liking, but I don't think it was worth $100 for me purchasing. So unfortunately, I didn't get any fragrances, but I did get some really good things that I want to share with you all today. So I landed in Mexico on a Saturday and I knew that like the Sabado Bazaar was the place to be on Saturday. The Sabado Bazaar is in San Angel, Mexico City. It's a neighborhood maybe about 20 minutes driving from the historic downtown area in the central area of Mexico City. The Sabado Bazaar has an indoor component, which is like a lot of different boutiques, as well as an outdoor component. And those just are various vendors in specific stalls under tents. So I went in September, which is the rainy season, and I also went relatively late. I think I got there almost at 6 o'clock and it closes at 7. So a lot of the vendors outside were closing up. So I didn't get a chance to like shop and look around, but I was able to go inside the different boutiques. The first place that I went to was, I want to say he's Instagram or TikTok famous. His name is, or the boutique's name is Stefan, and it's Joyas de Museo. So I guess that's like jewelry or museum jewelry. He is TikTok famous because I believe I've seen his pieces online. And he has a lot of unique pieces with silver plated or gold plated silver, something like that. I don't know how you say it. And then he has jewels inside those pieces. So one item that stuck out to me was he had a pair of ant or bug earrings in gold. And I think those are about $80. I'm not that adventurous, so I did end up getting this gold-plated silver necklace, which is really cute. I think it's like a nice layering chain that I can wear with my other gold chains, if you all can see that. It wasn't expensive. I don't remember how many pesos it was, but it wasn't expensive. So I love this jewelry. I love this necklace. And this is his QR code and his Instagram and WhatsApp. The second jewelry place I went to was kind of against my will. It was the first stop on a excursion that I booked with Amigo Tours. And the tour guide was like, oh, we're going to stop at a silver shop. And I was like, I don't want to go here. But we ended up going to Plateria Raphael. And the owner is Raphael. And he's like a 60 or 70-year-old abuelo. And I absolutely love him. We were able to tour his store. He talked about how he met Leonardo DiCaprio years ago when he was filming Romeo and Juliet. And Raphael did all of the jewelry for Romeo and Juliet, the movie. And then Raphael later did the replica jewelry for Titanic. So the big sapphire stone, I think it's like the ocean of the sea or love of the sea, whatever. So he did that and he told us the story in both English and Spanish. And while he was telling us the story, he took a little silver piece like this and like began carving on it. And the piece that he made was like a Mexican man sitting under a piece of cactus relaxing. And just like the way that he tells stories was so captivating, I was like, I want to speak to him. I want to meet him.
Let me show you, for example, this beautiful Aztec calendar. The original is in Anthropology Museum. ¿Sí? Look, miren, este es un diseño del calendario azteca. Su nombre más correcto es Piedra del Sol. La original se encuentra en el Museo de Antropología. Vean, mis niñas. ¿Sí? Este sería un hermoso medallón. Ahora, vamos a hacer algo para que ustedes vean.
So when he finished and he let us free in his store, I thanked him and he gave me this jewelry, this silver piece, and it is Frida Kahlo. Like, that is so cool, and he made all of these. So we were free to roam around the store. A couple of things caught my eye and I ended up purchasing them. So I definitely would recommend visiting Raphael. I don't remember the name of the neighborhood that we were in, but his store has everything that you may need for silver. They have a lot of home goods like picture frames, serving trays, tea sets, silver spoons, which I thought was cool. They have all kind of jewelry for women, men, and children. So I ended up getting a couple of pieces. I got this pair of earrings. I don't know what kind of stone this is, but you can see like it has the silver in it, and it says made in Mexico, silver up to 0.950. This was 1,100 pesos. I also got these earrings that I absolutely love. They are pearls and then also covered in or surrounded by silver. And then these were also 1,100 pesos. And then I got a silver necklace. This is another layering necklace in my opinion. So it's kind of similar to the gold necklace where it has the bulbs on it, but it looks like a chain. So I love it. In total, all three of those pieces were under 3,000 pesos. The next place that we visited on the same excursion, I was really excited about. We ended up going to Frida Kahlo's home, so the Casa Azul. So they turned her childhood and adult home into a museum. It's still blue. I thought the museum was nice. Like, I was really looking for more from the museum. I'd gone to an exhibit or like a museum of hers in Playa del Carmen, Mexico a couple of years ago. And I want to say that Casa Azul was a little surface level. It didn't go into depth about her life and about her everything. It was just very much surface level in my opinion. So when we were leaving, it only takes about an hour to go through that museum. When we were leaving, I ended up going to the gift shop and I was like, I want to walk away with something significant about Frida Kahlo. And I was definitely looking for a coffee table book or even like a biography book by her. The gift shop only had postcards. They had a lot of watermelon figurines, a lot of journals, mirrors. They had a couple of magnets, a couple of pens, but like knickknacks in my opinion. One item that stood out to me, I love conducting magnets, so I thought that this piece was really beautiful. So this looks like a replica of her home, the Casa Azul in Mexico City. It looks pretty much like this magnet. This magnet is made from wood. It smells smoky, it smells like wood, but it's super simple. I think this was maybe 150 or 250 pesos. But this is the one item that I love the most. I would have loved a coffee table book with all of her paintings, like pictures of her paintings, or a book about Frida Kahlo, but they just didn't have it. So this was the main thing that I walked away with, and I think that it's beautiful. So I mentioned that Mexico City is known for their knits, their textiles. I don't know if they're known for it, but they do sell and produce a lot of their textiles. I went on a different excursion. I believe it was like with the hot air balloon, and I don't remember the town that we were in. But we visited a shop, and the lady talked about how the original Aztecs of Mexico knew how to utilize agave, and we probably just know of blue agave to make tequila. But she talked about the many uses of agave, of the agave plant, of obviously, you know, making tequila and mezcal, but also if you strip away like the first layer of the skin of the plant, you can use it for paper. That's how it was originally used, as paper. She also talked about how the tip of the agave plant is relatively sharp and you can use it as like needle and thread. And then you can also use the plant as thread.
Now this part, this is the heart. This is the center of the plant. Meyolote, this is meyolote. And which produces three benefits. The first benefit is one paper. This is the first paper of my ancestors for writing. The name is Mixiote. This is the first paper of my ancestors for writing. It's strong, it's like papyrus, like a plastic. Please touch the paper. 1 second. Amigos, this ticket, the blue ticket, is for the happy hours, for the tasted tequilas, okay? And it's 2 layers. It's one inside and one more outside. Only 2 layers and 2 is the same. Inside, outside. Needle and thread. The name is Ishle, the fiber. And this fiber is together with this. Are you Catholics, my friends? Sí, yes. Because the clothing, the dress, the Virgen de Guadalupe, in the Basilica de Guadalupe, it's 100% this fiber. Let me show you. This is the first needle. Needle and thread together. It's a fantastic plant, no? And the fiber, this fiber is more longer. Meyolote is big, it's more longer. This is needle and this is thread together. And the color, the fiber, is naturally formed with the flowers in the plant. It's like a pink. You see the color? Like a pink. Now, this is very strong. Now in the rustic loom, in this loom, make typical gloves, t-shirt, blankets, ponchos. Use 50% this fiber and 50% cotton. Isle and cotton, half and a half. Please touch the fibers, you can touch. Keep this for you. Okay, and now my friends, where are you from? California. Philadelphia.
So I got this knit from Mexico City. It is 1.5 meters long. It has fringe on the end. So it definitely is like a, I guess you would use it as like a tablecloth. But I thought, okay, like this would also be good for like a picnic if I wanted to sit on the grass. So I tested it out and it definitely fits on a table made for 6 people. So definitely next summer I'm going to pull this out. So this fabric was made from cotton as well as agave fiber. So it's super like the color is super vibrant. I feel like it's very strong. And I think it's really unique. So I love this. Like this is so beautiful to me. And this was only 1,000 pesos. I also mentioned that Mexico City is known for their ceramics. And I knew I wanted some type of ceramic from Mexico City, but I didn't want to grab just like one mug or one plate or a full set. So I was like, well, what would be the next best thing? Because I didn't want, you know, mismatch items. So I ended up getting this beauty. So I would say like this is a twofold item. I guess it's supposed to be used as a carafe because this is a cup and then this is the vessel. But as you can see, the opening for the vessel is not super large. So I don't think that I would confidently be able to clean the inside of this as a carafe, like with a brush. So my intention is to use this as a vase and maybe like use this as a decorative cup or something, I don't know. But it looks like this came from like CB2 or like a high-end store. I ended up purchasing this from Happenings home goods store in Roma Norte, and this was only 850 pesos. They did have this in terracotta as well as in a smaller size in black as well as terracotta. But I love this. Like, this is handmade. Everything in the Happening store is handmade, locally made in Mexico. And I think that this is absolutely beautiful. Now this next piece, I think I may get some slack for it, but I think that like if you're an it girl, like you would love it. So I got another ceramics piece. I forgot the name of the shop in Roma Norte, so when I figure it out, I'll put the name here somewhere. You cannot tell me this is not fetch. Like, this is handmade. It is a picture, but it was decorated in the store as a flower vase. Like, this is so beautiful. I know it's like wacky tacky, a little weird, but it is so beautiful. Like, everything in this store is super unique. Everything is ceramic. I love it. So both of these ceramic pieces I got on my last day in Mexico City. I knew I wanted something ceramic, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted. And I was having dinner at Mi Compra Chava. I'm probably butchering the name. And I saw that these places were open until maybe like 8 or 10 p.m., maybe 7 or 8 p.m. And I ran in just to see what they had. And originally I bought this from Happenings. I was on my way to this store originally, and Happenings was on the way there. So I stopped at Happenings first, bought this, and then I went to this store, and I was like, I have to think about it. I think this was 1,800 pesos compared to this at 850. And I was like, I don't see anything I like in this store. Let me think about it. And luckily, like, this store stayed open later. So I was able to go back, have dinner, think about it. And I was like, you know what? Their stuff is too unique for me to pass up. Like, no one is ever going to sell anything like this. I won't be able to find this back at home. Let me just go back, take another look in the store. I love this. Like, I know y'all are like, girl, but I love it. Like, I think it's so unique. I believe the store is owned by two brothers, and then they have a coffee shop concept not too far away in Roma Norte. But I'll also like pop some videos on the screen of the other items that they have in their store, which is more eclectic than this. Everything in their store is made for plants and pottery and flowers. So I told y'all they had it designed as a flower pot, even though it is like a picture. I think because the opening of this is a little wider, I can go in and clean it really good. So maybe in the summertime, when I'm using my agave and cotton tablecloth, I may bring this out in the backyard and serve some lemonade or something in it. But for now, the time being, I'm going to use this as a flower pot. So that is my Mexico City haul. Leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you thought of it. I'll try to provide the links to all of the businesses that I shopped at. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Bye.